This is a paid partnership with BetterHelp. Is something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals? Regardless if you have a clinical mental health issue like depression or anxiety, or if you're just a human that lives in this world who is going through a hard time, therapy can give you tools to approach your life in a very different way. And that's why I'm excited to tell you about BetterHelp. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy accessible, and this is an important mission because finding a therapist can be hard. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist easy because it's online, it's remote, and by filling out just a few questions, BetterHelp can match you to a credentialed therapist in as little as a few days. It's easy to sign up and get matched with a therapist. There's a link in my description. It's betterhelp.com/no-blind-spots. Clicking that link helps you support this channel, but it also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp, so you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. And because finding a therapist is a little like dating, if you don't really fit with a therapist, which is a common thing with therapy, you can easily switch to a new therapist at no additional cost. So if you're struggling, consider online therapy with BetterHelp. Click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/no-blind-spots. Thank you again, BetterHelp, for supporting this channel. Yes, my people, welcome back to No Blind Spots, your favourite pod with myself, Haider. Yo, listen, I'm not going to lie, yeah? I just need to take a second to embrace the love that you lot dropped and you lot showed me on the previous episode. Actually, wait, I got told to avoid the hands on the table because of these sensitive mics. Sorry if you heard that last episode. So cool. So firstly, the love you lot showed, the DMs, the shares on your stories, tagging me, tagging No Blind Spots, the calls I received, just the overwhelm of support with this new project and this new direction. I just want to start off with gratitude the same way I did in the previous episode and say a massive thank you. I really appreciate it. Whenever you watch YouTube videos, a lot of the times you're going to hear, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. But for 30 seconds, you lot, I just wanted to talk to you lot about why it's so important, especially to like small creators like myself. So the way the algorithm and all this stuff works, without going into too much technical detail, is, let's say, for example, you've liked this video or you've subscribed to it. The algorithm will push this episode out to similar people like yourself, and then in essence, ultimately give me a wider audience and help me connect with more people like you amazing people watching this. So on that note, if you are watching this for the first time and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, there's going to be polls and questions, so do participate. If you're watching on YouTube, like the video as well. But yo, I just need to get straight into it today. I've got someone that I've looked up to in the podcasting scene for a minute. I'm not really someone to have like fanboy moments or anything like that. This ain't one of them, don't get a gas spray, yeah? But all jokes aside, I was deep in it a few days ago. I was like, you see this one for me, bro? It's a personal milestone. It's not, this one ain't really about the numbers and the downloads and the likes. And I mean, it is about the likes, obviously. Now I'm joking, but you get what I'm trying to say. I get it. Some things in life are just more about like just the moment itself. Yeah. But I was practicing an intro, so if I get this wrong, it's going to be awkward, yeah?
Oh, let me not look
cool.
at you.
All right, cool. Are you ready, yeah?
Yeah.
So founder of 4T's Clothing, or is it 4T's London?
4T's Clothing.
4T's Clothing, okay. Yeah. One half of Faded Events?
Yeah.
One half of, with Chucky, R&B Slow Jams.
Yep, correct.
1/3 of 3 Shots of Tequila podcast.
Yeah, that's correct.
But most importantly, father of Mia, right?
Yeah. Shout out Mia, man.
Man like Tequila Taze. Round of applause. Even though there's one other person in the building, Tazer Black. I want to shake your hand on the camera, bro. Thank you so much for coming through, bro.
Yeah, let's have some fun, man.
Definitely, bro. We were chopping up just before the episode, like literally 5 minutes ago.
I can't lie to you. I thought that was in, you know.
No. I mean, to be fair, bro, it could be in, but you know what I'm saying? You know what? Hey. Let's just reignite the litness.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, thank you for agreeing to come on, bro. I'm definitely going to be sharing a lot of like monumental moments. I was at your Royal Albert Hall back in 2021.
I swear.
Yeah, bro, that was a massive inspirational moment for someone like myself, because obviously, like, I'll tell you about my podcasting journey and all that. But chat to me, bro. What's been going on? I know you've had a busy summer. You went Antigua.
Yeah.
Then you went. Then you had your live show at O2.
Yeah.
Then you came back and went to Morocco. Yeah, so yeah, what's been going on, bro? How's things?
Yeah, I've been working hard. Obviously, like you mentioned, all the stuff that I've been doing with Faded, 4Ts, and R&B and Slow Jams with Chucky. So we'll get into that anyway. But definitely. So summer for me, I've always said to my daughter, and obviously I was at BBC every weekend as well. I left in June.
That's where we met. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second.
So let's say it's from January to July essentially because I left late. Yeah, all my weekends were gone. Essentially.
Were you filming? Were you live Saturday and Sunday?
No, I'm live on Saturdays, and then I might have an event on Sunday. I might even have an event on Saturday or have an event on Friday. So my weekends were just always busy, and obviously we're Faded picking up all the key dates already because it's a lot older. R&B was picking up other dates as well. So let's say 4 weekends in a month, but all my weekends are gone. So it's tight. So
part of the hustle, though, right?
Exactly.
Part of the hustle.
But I said to my daughter, we're going on holiday this summer. We're going on holiday.
You kept your word.
Yeah, we're going somewhere hot and we're going somewhere with a beach.
Sick, bro.
I tried.
Wait, Marrakesh has got a beach?
No, I ain't got a beach.
It's got a pool, though.
Because I said, because I said Malta at first, and she was like, no, I don't want to go Malta. I want to go.
But she knows about the locations now, yeah?
Yeah, she was doing her Google. Yeah, she's smart. So she sent me Dubai, she sent me Turkey, she sent me Marrakesh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've been Marrakesh. My boy lives in Marrakesh. Let's do Marrakesh.
Yeah, now Marrakesh is nice, man.
Yeah,
I went ages ago, like 2016, I think.
Yeah, that was my 4th time. So
I swear.
Yeah.
So you're familiar with the place.
Yeah. So and she enjoyed it. She loved it. She was in the pool every day. I said, I can't do this all the time. Man. The pool every day.
Yeah.
From like 10 a.m. to like 8 p.m. Just in and out the pool.
10 a.m. to 8.
Brother, they wake up early at them resorts where you gotta wake up to grab a bed, one of them beds,
the
bro.
towels. Yeah.
So literally, that's what it was. But it was weird because that was the first time that I could put my phone down and anything message I was getting, it didn't matter.
I rate that, man.
It was weird, but it doesn't matter.
How old is your daughter? Sorry,
9.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was still on my phone. I was watching football. I was doing all of this with the man. But it was just like we were going to bed at 10.
Okay, early ones.
Yeah, but there's nothing else to do. We're on a resort. Like I'm not going out raving with her. So we're going to bed at 10. Yeah,
I ain't going to rave
with her. You know what I mean? So it's like I couldn't even put on Netflix. There was no Netflix because the TV was faulty. Yeah. So literally 10 p.m. when she goes bed, I'm like, okay, I'll go to bed as well.
What do I do? Yeah.
She went bed, woke up at like 8 just to do it all again the next day.
I love that, man.
Yeah, it was nice.
Well,
it was nice.
I think she probably loved it more than you, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
You get me? And you also went to, was it Antigua?
Yeah, I went to Antigua.
If I'm not mistaken, I heard on Free Shots, did you get invited or did you just go on holiday?
Nah, we got invited. So
that's so lit, bro. Chat to me. How did that happen, man?
Someone who listens to the pod.
Okay.
Yeah. He works, he's part of the tourist board for the government. Antiguan government.
Okay, that's lit, bro. So, that's lit.
I think he pitched to them that, if we want to get Antigua more on the map, we got to invite people. And they do it already, apparently, with Americans. So Americans go there. So he's like, there's some...
like public figures and
people. So he's like,
I was going to say influencer, but I know you don't like that word, innit?
I don't mind the influencer thing.
Well, I know Marv definitely doesn't like
it. He hates it.
So
he was like, there's some UK figures that I could suggest.
Okay,
and I reckon they'll be down. So obviously, me and Chucky got the call. Lit. At first, we didn't really believe it because it's mad.
Sounds too good to be true.
And then also the weekend that they chose, we already had T-Live Festival.
Okay, what festival was that, sorry?
It's an R&B festival that was in Barnet, headlined by Fabulous, Jacquees, Trey Songz.
All right.
Yeah, lineup was strong.
Trey Songz,
lineup was strong.
What, and that was your event?
No, we got booked for it. So we were going to play R&B there.
Okay, cool.
But it was that weekend. It's that the same week as Antigua. So obviously we're like, we said yes to the festival and we just let it bill up. And I'm phoning Chucky. Chucky's phoning me. He's like, are we getting Antigua? I'm like, and then one day we woke up and our flight details was in the emails.
Oh, so it's done now.
Confirmed.
It's a done deed.
Yeah, we're like, wait, we're not going T-Live. So we just literally kept it quiet and flew out to Antigua.
Oh, fair enough. Were the festival people annoyed at you lot, or was it just you just made
a lot of people were annoyed because a lot of people bought tickets because they thought me and Chucky were going to be there, which we didn't expect because Trey Songz is there.
Of course.
Fabulous is there, but a lot of people wanted to see me.
Man said Tazer Black's more popular than flipping Trey Songz, you know.
I was saying that. I was saying that there were people that were upset.
Must be nice. Can't
me and Chucky didn't attend, is all I'm saying. But, we'll make up for it.
Humble ones, yeah? Humble ones. I see you humble on your story with the brush every 2 seconds. I see you, bro. Don't think that we don't see it.
I didn't think I had hair.
Yeah?
You're not listening. From one of my first trim, I think year 7 or year 8. As in independent trim. I was getting trims from my dad at home.
Independent?
Yeah, the first time I could go to the barbers and get
stabilizers off.
How much did I pay? I think £5. And every time I could get a £5, I could cut my own hair.
Okay.
But my dad agreed that, you can go to another barber, but you're always going to get skin fade, as in fade. Sorry, all off or level 1.
Okay.
He didn't like hair.
Was your dad quite strict?
What?
Yeah.
Serious, man.
Serious,
man.
Actually, you know what? I've heard enough of the stories on the pod.
Exactly. So that's all I knew. All I knew. And there's times where he would go on holiday, so I'd play about with a hairstyle. But by the time he got back, hair's off.
I swear,
Yeah,
or
hairs
patterns and Nike ticks and
off.
the
line.
Oh, the line.
Off.
Yeah. I got a Nike tick once in like year 3 or 4. I thought I was the guy.
Do you know what I mean? All of them, my dad was not having it. You look bush. That's what he used to his thing.
You look what?
You look bush. So bush is like, you look ghetto.
Okay,
But like
never heard that
the
term.
Nigerian way of saying it.
All right,
there must
sick.
be a term that you have that your mum says to you where it's like, stop, act like you've been here before.
Ours would be, you look jungly.
Do you know what I mean?
Jungly.
Act like you've been here before.
Or jahil.
This ain't your first time, like, do you know what I mean? There was that kind of attitude. I didn't understand what the issue was, but it was just, I think it was more to do with rough hair.
Okay.
So I didn't know how to maintain my hair either.
Okay.
So my hair's just growing.
Okay.
I ain't putting grease in it. Just looking
Not the right products.
looking
not
dusty, bro. And I took that up to my 20s.
Yeah.
My hair was hard. I didn't like. Ask all my boys. They'll be like, Tazer always cuts his hair when he gets headaches. Like, how does that even make sense? But it's because my hair was so tough. Like it used to hurt me. And then as I got older, same. This is the trim. No, this is the period. Sorry.
Okay.
My barber went on holiday, so my hair just grew out.
Because I know there was a lot of controversy when you first uploaded with hair. I don't know why I started so much by saying with your hair, with your hair showing, I should say.
Yeah.
And then like bare people were on this vibe of like he flew to Turkey. And then obviously even on your pod you was kind of getting roasted about it.
But that's because it's a surprise to a lot of people. Like just by people's reactions that will let you know how much I didn't show my hair.
Yeah.
And I think it was Mo the comedian, Gilligan.
Yeah.
It was his BAFTA party.
Right.
Brits party.
Yeah. Okay.
Brits party.
I think I remember you was in a suit or something.
Yeah.
I remember.
So I landed, you know what I mean? I landed. And everyone was like, nah, they saw the shoes, the trousers, the shirt, and they're looking up the glasses. They're like, wait, hair?
Man said hair.
That was the first time it was like,
new year, new me.
Yeah, everyone was like, wait, T's got hair? I just had a good party.
Wait, so it wasn't public knowledge that you had hair?
I was always bald, bro.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Like your friends didn't know.
They never saw me with hair. They just assumed I never had hair. It was just an assumption. I never spoke about it.
Okay.
Every time you saw me, I just had a trim. I get 0.5. They never, even when I had hair, it was always messy. I didn't look after it, so it was always until I get my next cut.
Okay. So it's always back to zero.
Yeah. And then one day, my barber went on
okay.
like a month holiday, so my hair just grew out. But then I started using new products, so my hair looked nice. And everyone's like, wait, hold on. That's what happened, and I just let it grow, and that's what I've done now.
Chat to me, bro. Have the DMs been acting different? Now
Do you know what? The DMs have been different, so I don't know if there's any change.
Yeah, of course. I said the DMs been different, you know.
So I don't know if there's any change, you know what I mean? But
trust me.
Yeah, man, it's all right, though.
That's what I like to hear, bro. But, bro, I want to tell the people about our first meeting and how it all happened and stuff. But before we do that, gotta pay the bills, Taste. You got to help me. What's that Biggie lyric? I'm just trying to make some money to feed my daughter or something.
I hear it.
Yeah, me. So
let's pay the bills, man.
Obviously, as always, let me just get the new stuff out, because the people watching right now, I hope they can see, the people watching right now, especially the old viewers, bro, they're gonna be like, this guy has been screaming Manscaped for about 2 years now, but now all these products that I'm coming with, boy, I feel like I'm in Woolworths with like pick and mix. Do you remember back in the day?
Well, these are all new products, yeah?
So I got all the new ones. This is the first time. To be fair, I've had the new products for a minute, but because the pod wasn't being recorded, etc., so I was like, when the time's right, I'm gonna.
There's nothing wrong with that. You got to try. You know what I'm saying? You got to do your thing. You got to use it first, and then.
Come on, 100%. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. I've been using these products bare. So, as always, my people, when you see this box, when you see the gold encrusted logo, you know what time it is. Now, for all though, jokes aside, yeah, this doesn't come with a box. That's just my poor product keeping skills. Shout out to Manscaped as always for sponsoring today's episode. This product here, real quick, it's called the Lawnmower 4.0, but it's particularly, bro, do you know what this is called?
No, what's that one called?
It's called the Performance Package.
Okay.
Yeah? It includes the new extra thingy mabob for your nose, and your ears.
The nose trimmers, yeah.
So I'm gonna pass it over to you, have a little play around with it. But they've seen this before, bro, yeah? Now the new products that they haven't seen, I man them. We're spoiling you right now. I'm spoiling you right now. We've got a shampoo and conditioner, body wash, deodorant. You know what? Let me be more gentle with that because I got told off. Lip balm, body spray, and a body buffer. So what those sponge things called that you loofers,
I think. Yeah, I call it sponge, but I think
yeah. So this is like a substitute of a loofah. Now I don't want to open it because the seal's there. But listen, we've been looking after you with the Manscaped stuff for a minute when it comes to looking after yourself, your hygiene and whatnot. But with winter approaching, mandem, you know what time it is. Girls, if you're watching and you want to treat your man in a different way, you want to spoil him, use code NOBLINDSPOTS for 20% off and free shipping worldwide. Obviously, you don't have to get all of this stuff. The website's there, have a look. But if you do decide to get something, be sure to use No Blind Spots as a promo code and you will get 20% off. All right, cool. So as I was saying before the Manscaped stuff, I wanna share with the people, bro, our first, well, I wouldn't call it a link up because it wasn't a link up, but our first meeting. So I tested your memory before the pod, but you failed the test, bro. You failed the test. You're celeb boys? You get me? You're a celeb now, so you probably meet thousands of people. So yeah, but I'll remind you. Nah, I'm messing, cool, bro. You probably meet a lot of people. So this was actually December last year. I don't know if I should be looking at you or should I look at them because I don't know who I'm telling. So you know what? I'm looking at you because I think you forgot. It's cool, bro. So obviously it was December last year, 2022. Right, can you believe it's been nearly a year? That's mad. This year's gone so quick. So it was December 2022, and at the time I was doing some work with the BBC Asian Network. So I did work with them last summer. I did like four or so shows with them, and they invited me again to host for a New Year's special show. And the particular producer I was working with that day, I didn't actually know him. He wasn't the same producer of my previous shows. So I came in, was waiting for him in a waiting area. He went to get some paperwork or something. So I'm in that booth place outside, you know, where all the tables and stuff are, yeah? Obviously, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. They don't. Sorry, guys, BBC boys only. If you can't relate, then you can't relate. You get me? You walked in. I was on the sofa on my phone chilling. And obviously, it was quite a dim place. I was like, that face looks familiar, you know? But you know when, something clocks, but you can't really piece it together. So I'm like, it is what it is. I probably just seen like a face on Instagram or something or whatever. So you walked in now to where the producers were, and I think one of your producers or whoever that one of the admin people were, they were like, yo, wagwan T, or what are you saying T? And I was like, was that T as in Tazer, as in from Free Shots? And I was saying to myself, you know what, I don't like coming up to people and disturbing them, especially because even though I'm also in the podcasting world, but definitely not at the scale, like how long you've been doing it and the scale you're at. And I was like, if I don't approach him now, and if I just leave this to like a DM sort of thing, it's probably never going to happen again. You get me? Yeah. Because realistically, I don't really like go to this probably same events you go to, probably chill at different places. Where we gonna cross paths? Yeah, them ones that, unless I was to like message Dan or something. But I said, you know what? Let me just, the worst I'll hear is, sorry, bro, I'm not really interested. So I was like, cool. So I was still waiting for my producer. I was like, all right, cool. I had to interrupt the conversation. Sorry about that. So I was like, yo, Tazer, what you saying, bro? And obviously, that's when you and I spoke, told you that I'm a big supporter of Free Shots. And yeah, man, I had to ask. I was like, yo, bro, I got a podcast, been listening to Free Shots for a hot minute now. Like, chat to me, like, would you be interested in coming on? We exchanged numbers. It took, 8-9 months to arrange it, but persistency pays off. So I'm glad we finally got here, bro.
Come on, man. It happens, man. Again, like I said, anybody can try.
Yeah.
If you catch me at the right moment, cool, no problem. But some people just catch me at the wrong moment, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
read the room.
You know, the worst one, but a guy stopped me. There was a fight that broke out, and I was running around trying to like basically stop the fight because I knew one of the sides that were fighting in it. So I've grabbed one of them, and like basically we're near like the corridor that's by the toilets. This guy's come out the toilet, recognized me, and that's the moment he's like, yo, my bro, can I get a picture? In my mind, I'm like, bro, you don't see me trying to calm this situation down. He didn't care. He's just like, brother, the phone's out. You might as well say 2 words for my snap. Yeah. And just carry on. But if I
that's
treat
rude, bro.
But if I treated that situation any differently, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes it's a bit like, just come over, say what you need to say, and if it makes sense, it makes sense. But sometimes it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, that's why because I knew you guys were speaking informally. So I was like, if I do just kind of butt in, I know it's not going to be like it's not like a serious conversation, like parent-teacher type thing. It's not like a formal setting. It's just one of them.
You read the room.
100%, bro. I'm glad as well.
I'm here.
And then ironically, you're here, so that's what I must have done setting right. And then ironically, the booth that you was recording in was right next to, like, you know where the windows are. So I was next to you. Yeah. So literally, I was in the booth next to you.
You got BBC, man.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Great experience. Before we move on, bro, how did it come around, the BBC One Extra stuff? Are you still involved? Like, so what was your experience like with BBC, bro? Because obviously we both. You've been on it longer than me, but
the beginning, I'd say, started because of my friend Cyan. It's her show, essentially. Of course.
Yeah. I know.
But she had a conversation with someone at One Extra, and they, without saying too much, they managed to connect the dots. And then, was that something that you kind of like prodded her to do? Or? No. She just did it. Like, that's my dog. She's like,
no,
if there's an opportunity there.
That's love, man. That's love. People like that, man, in this day and age is very rare.
I don't think people seem to understand. When I say like she's my G, like one of my current DJs. Yeah. One time was surprised that I booked Cyan at Faded, and then he just assumed that she was a host.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because she's on radio.
Yeah. So he didn't think she DJ'd.
Okay.
So then she came, and I think she was 2 a.m. and I think he was 3 a.m. So he was there early to see everything that's going on.
Okay.
When she hit the decks, he was like, "Wait, she can DJ?" I'm like, "Wait, do you think I book joke DJs?" He's like, no. Obviously, I saw her name on the flyer, but I just thought it was like a hosting thing. I was like, she's lit, bro.
No
and he's
way.
like, nah, she is.
And what's your relationship with her in the sense of like, is it like a personal thing from back in the day?
Oh, personal, yeah. She's my dog.
Did you meet through work and then you just stayed friends?
We just met because I think she's lit. I think she thinks the same about me.
No way.
Our friendship's just, now we're both parents, we both work in the industry,
I think any relationship that is just based on like genuine vibes and just litness, and it's more than just a corporate thing or like we're both just doing this just to get paid, or we're here because we need to be here and the senior said that we gotta be here. I think those types of friendships and relationships are always the best and they're the most organic, especially when you've got a lot in common. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think it's interesting you say that because I think a lot of my friendships are like that.
Yeah?
But I've never had I don't want to say never, but in the last 10 years I've been working for myself, so I ain't had a boss. Yeah. So anyone I've befriended, I genuinely want to be your friend.
It's interesting, bro, because even when I look at your content, even outside of just free shots, like the stuff you've done on YouTube and other podcasters and creators that you often collaborate with, whether that's Chucky, whether that's No Behavior, or whoever it may be, you've been obviously featured on a lot of different podcasts in like the UK scene. I feel like, and I think me and I ain't gonna say names, me and Thingy that works here. We're saying that Tazer's always got a story to tell about something, and I think that's what, like, when you're a guest on a show, that's what always makes it a bit funny. Or even when I'm listening to free shots, I'm like we're just listening normally, whatever, like when you're on the way to work or like, whatever it is, getting ready in the morning, whatever it may be, and then suddenly, Mandem, let me tell you about this one time, and it's just like something really funny comes up. I promise you,
I've been through a lot, bro. So it's and like even my mum, I had a conversation with my mum the other day. She came to R&B, the last one at Coco.
Yeah.
Big up my mum.
Big up Mumsy.
She came to enjoy it, whatever, and then there was an incident that happened, and I didn't like what I was looking at. So I said, "Mum, you got to leave."
Oh, okay.
I said, "Mum, let me get you out now, innit?" So that's one less worry that I have. So I got my mum out, whatever. She left kind of early, boom. Anyway, so the other day I went to go check her. So she was just like, "Oh, sit down, let's talk." I'm like, "Oh, what's up?" She was like, "Oh, how did R&B end?" And I'm like, "No, it was good." She's like, "No, because when I left, there was a mad." I was like, "Oh," and I basically told her what happened. She was like, "Raw." So we just started talking.
Yeah.
Anyway, bruv, when you sit down with your mom, you start drinking. Before you know it, the conversation went left. Yeah, we're talking about some next thing, and she was telling me stuff that this is the first time I've heard them.
No way.
It's the first time I've heard them.
Like what? Can I ask? Or
it's personal stuff, but it just made me.
Okay. Sorry,
but it just made me look at certain situations differently, just in life in general.
Okay.
So I'm like,
I thought you meant about the night.
Oh no! I'm just saying that in general. No, I'm just mean like when you sit down with your mum and you have convos and
it just gets deep.
Yeah, and then she said something. You're like, but I always thought it was A. Why are you telling me it's B?
Yeah.
Oh, everything you thought of this person now has changed.
Yeah, perspective and hindsight.
And for me, that just means a new experience and therefore a new story.
Okay.
And it could be anything.
And then sometimes you can remix it a bit, add it to this podcast.
I mean, a lot of the stories that I've shared, people always ask me when they see me.
Yeah.
Did you season it?
Are you capping?
Yeah. No cap. If I could name drop, I would.
No rap cap, yeah?
If I could name drop, I would, but I'm not about that. And people know that. That's why I think people will feel comfortable.
Bro, a question that I've wanted to ask you, before, I've got a few notes on my phone. I'm going to put that in a second, You obviously been podcasting since 2016, 17?
Yeah, April 2016 was the first Free Shots episode.
And you've had on loads of guests. For me personally, I think I knew about Free Shots from actually from probably early on, because I've always found Keith's captions just flipping hilarious. Like I'm not gonna lie, like some of the stuff that guy comes up, I just crease. I crease. But then I properly like consistently started listening to Free Shots. I think, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was around the same time you had Tiny Temper on. So it was a little while. It was probably like COVID times or just...
Yeah.
I think it was around...
Just after,
Just before or just after. But it was like some point like 2020-ish. That's when I started to regularly listen to Free Shots. Out of all the guests you've had on, it's probably a hard question. And if you want to say more than one, that's cool. What's like your favorite episode or like one conversation that you'd always say, bro, that was one of my favorite episodes, or that guest was a sick guest?
The easiest one is Dwayne Chambers.
Okay.
Yeah, because you got to remember, Dwayne Chambers was, to me, when I was younger, he's one of the reasons why I used to watch athletics. Yeah.
Okay.
And he was fast, but he was also one of the ones that was mad hench, bro. Like he was big. I don't think people, and in comparison to other sprinters, yes, minus the Americans, he was wham, and I saw him progressively get whammer. I'm like, cool. Anyway, so then when he got done for doping, which he's openly
you had him not too long ago, right?
It was I think it was early this year, or maybe late last year.
It was a couple months ago.
So
Well,
the story that came out, at the time we just accepted it because that's his story, whatever. But then it's come out that what he said wasn't true.
What do you mean what he said wasn't true?
So when he initially said what he said, he said it to protect the people, the athletic committee, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But then they scapegoated him by doing that.
All right. So then, he had to take an L he didn't actually...
Yeah, and then years have gone by and he's come out and said, this is my actual story. So that transition for me, I wanted to know why he did that.
Yeah.
So the podcast, he talks about it openly.
Okay.
So, for example, someone will come out... Okay, recent news. Pogba's come out. It's come out that Pogba was doping. Okay. For example. Yeah.
I didn't actually hear that.
Yeah, it's come out, I think, I don't know when this episode's dropping, but early September, should I say, it came out that Pogba was doping.
Okay.
Apparently, he used a substance that he shipped in from America.
Okay.
So, the problem with the doping situation is, sometimes if the substance isn't on the list, they automatically say you're doping, but it might not be illegal to use.
I get you.
They got to research whatever. So, but they call you out first.
All right.
Happened to Sacco when he was at Liverpool. And it came out 5 or 6 years later that he was innocent. He used do you know what he used? He used a fat burner. But at the time, they didn't know what it was in 2016. They thought
so it's almost as if like if they're not sure, then it has to be illegal. So
and then they research
that's
it.
That's the worst rationale ever, bro.
You plead your case,
rationale ever.
And then you could bust case. So with him, I guess the substance that he was using, they weren't familiar with at the time.
Okay.
So to him, it's
okay.
I guess a lot of people are under the assumption of, well, how can it be illegal?
And what about on the flip side then? Who's like, and if you're not comfortable saying, then by all means we can edit it out or whatever it is. But maybe like a controversial, someone that was really difficult to have on, or maybe someone that you felt you had XYZ expectations, but in actual fact you got there and it was ABC.
Do you know what issue?
But obviously, but only if you're comfortable.
No. Do you know what issue we have?
Go on.
So remember, we're 3 normal guys, but what we do so good, a lot of guests come and they're just happy to sit and watch us work. So what happens is people can't complain, you didn't let the guest speak. But we're not telling the guest not to speak. We're just having a convo.
Bro, you know what's funny? What episode did you do recently where I was thinking, why is the guest not speaking that much? It was... It
happens all the time.
Oh, who was it? I think it was... Anthony Yard was
Anthony Yard, boxer.
So I didn't actually know that much about him before he came on, right? And then at one point I noticed, I was like, when your thumbnails always have the guest on and that. So I was like, why is my man not speaking?
It's not like he doesn't want to. He's just he's. No, I wouldn't say he's a good example to use because I don't think that's the reason why. But we've had people do the same thing. Where they just,
he's the only name I can think of right now.
But that's my brethren. I don't know him through boxing. I know him from like being on parties and stuff. I know him.
Okay,
so
cool.
sometimes he's just listening to me speak because he might have been listening to me driving around or whatever, and now he's watching it live. So sometimes people just end up sitting back and just
taking in the moment,
enjoying the magic because our chemistry is mad.
Like
sometimes I know what Keith's gonna say. I know where Keith's going with this point that why he's decided to interrupt me or when he's gonna get onto me. I know when he's gonna get onto me. So whether I let it happen or not is up to me.
I think one thing that and the people who watch and listen to Free Shots will agree. The brotherly banter that you and Marv have, the when you clash your heads and the Ys and the Ayos and
Bro,
the pause.
But you see all of that is organic. It's
Bro,
not planned.
you know the funniest though, and by the way, off camera today, you need to tell me how this is done, right? The soundboard that Marv uses.
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
I swear down.
That's love or hate, you know.
Bro,
there's
that
people in the comments that are
soundboard.
like, "Oh, turn it off."
No, don't. I beg you, bro. Don't ever.
It's the comedic
bro,
timing.
do you know what I'm talking about right now?
It's the timing. But I'm telling you, everything that Free Shots is.
you know the TV one, the
that
one.
the elevator music, bro. You see,
bro, that one gets me creasing,
so
bro.
mad,
I swear to God.
it doesn't get me mad. It just gets me frustrated sometimes where people don't understand like the art of podding, but not to negate what anyone else's podcast is. Just whatever Free Shots is, we are very good at it.
Bro,
do you know what I mean?
That actually is one of the themes of today's conversation. Although we got segments, but you know what? Today could just be a free-for-all, so it is what it is, yeah? You being someone that has been doing the podcast and stuff, arguably probably longer than other people in the same space as yourself, you know what I'm saying? Not that it's a race or a competition because everyone can shine in their own way, but like over the past kind of like post-COVID season where people just started to order equipment from Amazon like there's no tomorrow, what is your opinion on, as you know, you being a podcast yourself, what is your opinion on this whole men with podcast narrative? You know, men used to go to war, now they start podcasts. Like, what's your honest opinion?
It's funny because there's so many ways to look at that question, which makes it very difficult to answer. But in short, I believe there's a lot of trash podcasts out there. I'll sit here and tell you that. Yeah. But the problem is when you combine that with going viral, people think what this person is saying makes sense.
That's true. They see big numbers and they think
that I've never said certain things are cool, but so when other people are doing it, because it's a viral moment doesn't mean it's cool. And I'm not gonna come out and say it's not cool. Yeah. To validate who. I just know if something's not cool or it is. Like I send memes to my friends. I want my friends to. I don't care about random people. Do you know what I mean? So for that, I can't allow a random person's view on something to now, and because it was said on a podcast, you're not gonna diss my podcast too. Come on, man.
Yeah. Like, I think for me, like obviously, so I began podcasting in November of 2019. So at the time, podcasting was popular, but nowhere near as popular as it is now. But unfortunately, COVID came like within a couple of months of us beginning. And then, of course, we didn't give up. We stayed consistent even throughout lockdown, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's like filming in a garden or in the car, or we even tried Zoom. The Zoom one was awful because of the mics and stuff.
But I hated the Zoom
ones. It was awful. That whole Zoom season was just the worst, even work-wise, you know what I'm trying to say? But I feel like, you know...
But what happened, wait, before I let you continue, what happened during the Zoom period though?
What do you mean, sorry?
Everyone's guests got bigger because everyone's in their house. All of a sudden, this person's available. That person wants the pod.
Oh, that's true as well. That's true as well, yeah.
So what happened when people came back outside? All of a sudden, you think this person wants to do a podcast. You throw bare money at them. They don't want a pod. Let those who wanted to pod. Yes. Yeah. Doors can kick open and you lot can come through and all that stuff. But do you know what it's like? For example, imagine, so it happens, but imagine there was an influx because of Clint, for example, Cortez.
Yeah, of course.
Imagine everyone just started a clothing line now.
See, this is, bro, you hit the nail on the head. This is what I'm trying to say. Just because, like, your favorite content creator does something
doesn't mean you can do it as well.
And you like it as well. Like, for example, I'm not a football guy, but let's say I was. If I'm a massive fan of Ronaldo, bro, I can't kick ball like Ronaldo.
You can try.
So I can try. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But I think with podcasting, and I've said this before on previous content, that, and I'm sure you will agree, but correct me if I'm wrong, right? Because the entry route of podcasting is literally one mic and one camera, or sometimes even no camera, just one mic and a record button, and just, you know, what's the thing on Apple, the GarageBand, yeah, and you just record, upload it.
You can record on there.
That's how I initially started back in the day. Yeah, this was like when I was doing it, like studio, you know, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm trying to say? There's hardly no entry route in the sense of it's so easy to do. And I think that's the thing, like, loads of people have come up to me over the years, and I have, bro, who am I? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I never act like I'm something bigger than I'm not, because I still work 9 to 5. Not that there's anything wrong with 9 to 5, but like, I always emphasize that, I love genuinely just making content. So I'm not in this mindset, or especially not anymore, that I'm not going to be down in the dumps if in 5 years from now I'm still trying and I haven't signed a Spotify deal. Because for me, it's like, bro, I've got a decent job. It's well paying. It's a respectable job. I'm all right. I'm happy in it. this is just like extracurricular type of stuff alongside like almost like a hobby. So when I see people trying to shout me or DM me and ask me for advice, yo bro, how do I start? What should I do? What do you think of this? What do you think of that? It's like, and I'm sure you're going to be able to relate to this, I hope. The majority of the people, I would say 99%, if not 100% of everyone that's ever asked me about how to start a podcast, none of them did. I don't know if you had that same experience. Yeah.
They just wanted to have a convo.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like, do you know what it is? You're right. The entry point into getting to podcasting is so low that anyone can do it. My daughter can do it.
Yeah.
And she can be a podcaster.
Shout out Mia.
And message
spending
her
all
friends.
day in the pool.
Do you know what I mean? So I guess that's why there's so many podcasts.
Yeah.
But
what would your... Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, but also because like with me, we didn't do podcasts to make money.
Yeah. I think you shared this story before.
We didn't do it for that. We did it because we wanted to share stories and talk.
Yeah.
So it's like now it's kind of somewhat fair.
And you guys actually had somewhat of a platform before, right? Like you had followings.
Yeah, we were just doing what we were doing before.
Yeah.
Just being us.
Like events
and wherever it was in. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
But so the money part only came when we realized, oh, this could potentially make money. It wasn't like we're doing this to make money. It reached
kind of like reverse engineered it.
Yeah, like there was a point where I realized that we could probably do it this way. Like Keith will tell you, the live show idea, I kind of came up with it like, we should do one. And they're like, well, what does it look like? I'm like, well, it should look like this. And then we just winged it. Yeah. And all of a sudden everyone's doing a live show, which is fine, but it's just, we were winging it. So when you now come back to me for like a blueprint, I'm like, but I don't know what I was doing.
I'll swear.
I just tried it, and everyone's tried it. It's working.
I think that's the same thing. Like when people ask me for advice, or like, yo, bro, like I really like in this episode the way you lot done this, or when your guest was on and you had this type of banter and you said this and that. Like, what advice? And I'm just like, bro, like I don't really know what advice to give because, like, for example, bro, and obviously, like, I've got one of my childhood boys in the room right now. I'm trying to say, should I say your name or should I avoid it? Yeah. Shout out my brother Mubs in the building, come on. Watford's finest, you get me? So I've got, obviously, like, for example, I've got a childhood friend in the room right now, and he'll vouch for me that, bro, I've always just been a confident, loud kid. Like, from day dot, I've always just been a confident kid. I've never really, like, cared about following trends or crowds or whatever, and I'm not trying to act like, yeah man, I'm that cool guy or whatever, but that's just who I've always been. So it's sort of like for example, you, bro, your personality is just who you are. So imagine me trying to say to you after this episode, yo bro, so like obviously how do I get to the free shots level? You'd say, bro, there is no free shots level.
I had a girl stop me at Carnival and goes, how do I start a podcast? No, what do I do for my podcast to get to your level? Which I think is a good question. Yeah, but I don't know what to tell you. I didn't ask for this.
It just happened.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's very hard to give advice. Like I'm just being me and playing the game, doing business in the right way. And it just so happens that the business opportunity that I decided to take this way is working. So now I'm continuing. Like I remember one day, sorry to digress, but I'll come back to what I was going to say about the girl. Cool, bro. But one time my boy messaged me and he was like, how are we going to get faded overseas? Like, okay. Like, I want to fly out. I didn't do Napa. I didn't do Malia. I didn't do Magaluf, Ibiza. I didn't do none of that. I was in my yard. Didn't get to do them kind of holidays. But my boy is like, but how do we get there? What do we need to do? Yeah. He's like, how about we just find opportunities where work gets us there? So even though we're getting flown out, we're going to work. Okay. At least that way you leave the country. Yeah. And that's how we managed to get Croatia, Fresh Island. Okay. And we did that for like, I think 4 or 5 years. Okay. Smashed it out of the park. I look back at it, but we killed it. Yeah. But the first one was just more like, there's an international festival that plays hip hop. We play hip hop and R&B. If we now say we're part of this festival, it makes sense. Yeah. And that's how we started.
Speaking of events, my line of work, which I can speak to you more about off camera, heavily involves events, liaising guests, arranging it, booking venues, catering. So I know exactly how tedious it can be. But bro, that's on a formal type of setting, suits and ties type of vibe. I can only imagine how much harder it will be to get someone to spend their hard-earned money to come to a motive that's outside of working hours and that's actually for fun. I can only imagine that will come with rigorous branding and like just success story after success story. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
People don't understand. Me and Matthew have been rocking for 12 years, and it started off because we were in Yo-Yo's, Notting Hill. Yeah. I think it was an Adidas party or something. And the venue holds about 220 people. Okay. I felt like I said hello to 180. Like I knew everyone.
Wait, how many people were there?
220. The venue holds 220. It felt like I said hello to everyone. I knew everyone in there.
Swear.
That's when it clicked for me. Like, but I can do this. I know my brother who's a DJ. All I got to do is just save money to get a venue, and then just do the same thing.
Flyers, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Matthew was on board. He was already doing it with his comedy shows. Like, but let's do this. So the first one was my birthday, my 23rd birthday.
Happy belated. Nice.
In Whitechapel, a pub called Rhythm Factory. It's not there no more. But I smashed it, brother. I packed this out. 350 people.
No way. First event. 300.
Charged like I think £3 or £5.
What year was this?
2012.
Damn, no, I'm joking. I had to. I lined that up on purpose.
2012, and I was like, and remember, I spent a whole year in my last year of uni raving in West End.
Okay.
So the transition.
Which uni did you go?
London Met, brother. And let me not even talk about that uni, man. But
don't want to get sued.
Yeah, it's long. But it was an interesting time, should I say? And then I spent a year in West End. I didn't like how pretentious it was. I didn't like the whole people thinking they're better than you because they're on this table or that section. I didn't like that. So when I started my event, I'm like, no, we're all mixing in one room, man. Warehouse vibes. Look at the wall. It's all sweating. This is the vibe. If you can't enter this space and have a good time, you're shit. That's how I looked at it. And I'm ramming it out.
You're not built for this life.
Yeah, you're not built for this, man. And you can wear whatever you want. No dress code. And we're playing Meat Mill, French Montana, Jay-Z. Bear in mind, you're not hearing this in West End. I can only imagine
when Meat... Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah, you're not hearing... but you're not hearing this in West End.
Yeah.
This is what... They weren't playing this in West End. It took us doing it, and bare other brands as well, but doing it outside.
Just bare like unts music?
Yeah, or commercial music.
Okay.
It took us doing what we're doing outside of West End.
Okay.
And then... City was an area that bare promoters used to be able to, like, when I say city, I'm talking about
City or London.
Yeah, that area, that borough.
Yeah.
There was bare raves there back in the day. They're not there now.
Really?
Brother,
raves in City of London.
Half of these bars that you lot are going and finish closing at 1.
Yeah.
It used to be where we used to go raving and have raves like Faded and DLT and Recess.
I've heard of DLT.
Yeah, DLT, Recess.
Yeah.
All of these nights were in venues like that.
Okay.
And then we got pushed out. Yeah, feds came through, said nah. All of a sudden we're in Shoreditch now. We're in Vauxhall.
Hold that.
We're in Vauxhall.
Yeah.
We're doing Essex, and we just kind of adjusted.
Yeah. So I think the moral that I'm getting from this is like embrace what you are and what you have, and really just like double down on it.
Bro,
correct me if I'm wrong.
Everyone that I know that's winning right now, to a degree, is exactly who they are. However social media decides to paint them. From what I know of them, brother, they're exactly who they say they are. Obviously, sometimes you go online and you slap on a filter and you think you're someone else.
It happens.
There's that. Yeah. And I've always said it. Some people I love in person. I don't like them online.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure people say that about me. But I
try
to make the two exactly the same.
I can vouch for you, bro. I'm not just saying this because cameras are on. But
no.
Who what I've heard of you on through content. Now meeting you even before we started recording today, and now that we're recording, so there's like 3 different settings basically. I'm not.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. But I just try to be who.
Yeah, no.
I'm not saying I'm a perfect dude.
I think being organic. I think just from personal life experiences. I'm not even just talking about content right now. I feel like when you're just genuinely yourself and you understand your strengths and your weaknesses, I think people really underestimate like the power of just knowing what and who you are.
Yeah, but it's the media. You got to blame the media. You got to
social media as well.
Yeah, social media, outside influence. Some people are just not as strong as others.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's why I love people like Specs.
Bro, Specs is hilarious. Yeah.
People think he turns it on. That's not on or off. Yeah. That's him.
24/7.
That's him. Yeah. Like, that is Specs. Sometimes he'll call me and I'm like, I've got to answer like it's a proper call.
Yeah.
But anyway, this conversation can go left and he's not being serious. To the point where I'm like, so why did you call me? But it's just Specs.
Just how he is.
But that's just Specs, bro.
I love that, bro. But listen, a minute ago, you said something about winning, yeah? And having you here, bro, yeah, it would be essentially a disservice to not mention this, speaking of winning, right? 2021, 3 shots of tequila, live podcast, Royal Albert Hall.
Oh, okay.
Now, for me personally, when I started podcasting, again, similar to you, it was just a bit of bants, had a bit of free time. I'd graduated the year before in 2018. So like, I was at a very elementary, if that's the word to use, stage of my life where I could risk it. And at the time, shout out my boy Hussein, we also had a similar vision. And we thought, bun it, man. There's no one really from our cultures doing this type of stuff. So let's do it. Bro, once I started to get more solidified and started to enjoy podcasting more, and then I was like, let me lock into 3 shots more regularly. Bro, when you really deep it, man said a podcast done a live show at one of the most prestigious venues, arguably, probably in the world, if not at least in Europe. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
When you say it like that,
because
I'm
I started doing a vlog thing that the people probably, I don't even know if it will be out when this episode comes out, but I'm trying to do a vlog thing for this channel as well, right? And I was talking to myself earlier today, and I was saying, like, I don't think people understand how much of a big deal that is, bro. Now, I was in the audience that day, you know. You had, obviously, I'll let you do the whole ins and outs, how it happened and the intricacies, but you had Sneakbo there performing, D-Double, Suspect, Notes. Who else am I missing?
Gracious K.
And
Daneo.
And then on top of that, the actual from like a guest wise, you had Danon, Savage Danon, you had Margs on.
Simply Shayo.
Yeah, she opened with some poetry as well.
Look at Anna.
Killing it, bro. I'm gonna shut up. I'm just gonna give you the podium, bro. Chat to me, man. Royal Alcohol, that's a big deal, bro.
Do you know what? I got to shout out Musicalized, because they're the company that we worked with in order to get that done. And for them, that was the first ever, as in, we were, I think, the first podcast that they actually worked with in regards to doing shows and stuff, because they did our tour.
Okay.
So bear in mind, we've probably done about 20 to 30 shows before Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where we've just done it in like bars and pubs and all that. We started from the bottom and grew. And then Musicalized came along and were like, why don't you do Shepherd's Bush?
So they approached you or you approached them?
They approached us, but we already knew them. Like, they listened to the pod. So I'm saying, so I already know Ben, I already know Sophie from other things, but on the business level, they approached us and was like, yo, have you not considered doing XYZ for what's it called? Shepherd's Bush.
Okay.
Which is 1,200. We're like, oof. We've only done 600 before. Do you know what I mean? So we're like, oh, that's a big jump. And then obviously strategies are put in place where it's like, for example, don't do an event for however many months, so you build up the momentum of your show.
Okay.
When you're building up to your show, get high profile guests, and you have a strategy in place where you try and put yourself in a position where you can sell more tickets.
Yeah.
But essentially, it was just us three that done it, man. We tried to get sponsorship, never really happened. We still sold out. There was one time we had a marketing budget set up aside for us.
Yeah.
We had a meeting with a company, and the company was like, yeah, this is the marketing budget we would kind of dip into to sell you out. And we're like, we've already sold out. They're like, what? We're like, so can we still have the budget then for other things? They're like, nah. We're like, what?
Nah.
It was like we could sell out ourselves. Our faces were selling out the events.
So and bro, that must have been such a proud moment for all three of you. So in regards to actually the idea of Royal Albert Hall itself, was that something that they approached you with, or you?
Nah, we just, like I said, I didn't even finish. So we done Shepherd's Bush.
Yeah.
Then the next step was Hammersmith Apollo.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a big jump. That's 1,000. You're going from 1,200 to 3,600.
Yeah.
In a space of 6 months.
Okay.
That's, brother, podcasting. I'm not talking about, I dropped to number 1. So I can see that there's data that shows that, Tazer, if you do this venue, you're selling out.
Yeah.
This is us just going back and grinding out podcast episodes and making sure that they're funny, they're relatable.
Yeah.
So we can sell...
Funny guests as well and stuff.
So we can sell 2,000 more tickets. And we did that. We did it in a decent time frame.
I love that, bro.
So we're like, what's the next step? They're like, boy, we can up the budget, but you don't got to grind. They were like, oh, up the budget to what venue? Royal Albert Hall. I was like, well, I've never even been there.
Bro, I hadn't been there until yeah.
I've heard about it. I've never been there. I know that they got this big piano, there's organs, all of that stuff.
Yeah, orchestra vibes.
Yeah. So then they're like, yeah, the date's there. But obviously that date was 2019.
And then COVID just kind of pushed everything back.
So it pushed it for like 2 years. And obviously during COVID, you got a new podcast coming out. People ain't listening to us no more. People are coming back and listening to us. Guests starting to... But we went through some mad roller coaster. And that's when the narrative started playing out that, Defund Mel podcast. We're like, shit, but we got Royal Albert Hall to sell. Like, come on.
Yeah.
We just had to keep going. And also we tried to do... Do you know what? I'll be honest. We tried to go PC. I thought, maybe that's what we need to do. And then one day I woke up, I said, nah, fuck that, man. That's not me. That's not me, man.
What's the skeptic? That's not me.
Yeah, it's not me, man. We got to just power through how we are and people's got to accept it, man. And all of a sudden, it felt like it was refreshing.
Okay. Because
it's like, everyone was going through that PC moment. No one wanted to get cancelled.
Yeah.
So the content got boring.
The COVID season was a very sensitive time. But talk to me more about like, the day itself, bro. Like how when you woke up that day, like how did it feel? Was there like a pre-rehearsal?
You're gonna think
like a schedule type thing. Like, how did it go, bro, man?
You're gonna think I'm lying, yeah, but there's no routine. We just meet at the venue. We get dressed. We just start chatting. We're just chatting, vibes, and like how the days. Like I said, we're brethren, yeah. Meet the team, whatever. This is what's gonna happen. This is what you're gonna do. You don't know what you're talking about? Yeah, we haven't written nothing down.
Swear, none of that
ain't printed. Nothing,
well, not
bro.
even like
none of the shows. None of the shows.
No segments. Nothing.
No. We speak about it. Like this is what we're gonna do first, and that's what we're gonna do
cool.
next.
But that's as far as it goes.
There's no like. This is this, and no, we're just like, all right, cool. And then they'll come in our room. We need you on the stage.
That's so.
Let me tell you a secret. He's not even gonna like me to share this, if I'm sharing it. When we did Royal Albert Hall, yeah. Let's say I'm not gonna say the actual time he got there, but let's say hit stage 7:30. Okay. So we have to be behind the curtains like 7:29, right? Just to be safe, 7:25. Yeah. 5 minutes, just everyone knows you're there. Get you mic'd up.
I think I know where this is going.
Marv didn't walk in till like 7:28.
Say swear.
He walked in so casual, yeah. I'm not panicking because I'm like, whatever in it, but the team are like, wait, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Marv just walked in and said, yeah. So get me mic'd up, and we just hit the stage.
No way.
We just knew what we were gonna do. Like it's mad. Like it's mad. But we remember we've been doing it for time, and the chemistry's there.
Yeah.
Like I know what to say to trigger him, to get the response where you lot now tell me, oh, Marv's always getting onto you. But I've done it on purpose. I don't care. People want me to care. I'm like, bro, my brethren's getting onto me. Like this happened on the block every day. This is not a big deal.
This is everyday life.
Yeah,
this is just banter. This is group chat with a man. This is banter
even
with a man.
with Miles, for example, yeah. But the football industry is different. But with Miles, for example, was at Carnival, yeah.
Yeah.
Some guy was walking down, and we were walking up. Yeah. The guy recognized Miles. Goes, yo, Miles. Miles looked and was like, yeah, thinking, oh, you're recognizing me from Filthy. Do you know what the dude said? You're dead. This might be because he's a United fan and Miles is an Arsenal fan.
Man, a grown man said you're dead.
Grown man, bro. Miles was like, Tazer, this is what I'm saying.
My guy.
What do I say to that? No, but I know it's football banter.
Yeah.
I get it. In a stadium,
was the guy joking?
Yeah, 100. But in a football stadium, they say a madness. They leave the stadium, they go home. It is what it is.
Okay.
That's what it was.
No way.
He was a United fan. Miles is an Arsenal fan. They don't like each other.
Of course.
But his trailer thought told him to say, "You're dead," and then start laughing. Miles was like, what do people expect me to say back to that?
What did he say back?
He just walked off. He continued walking. But he's just like, this is what happens to me all the time because I'm on Filthy. So, going back to like when people meet you, this is what they say to him. At least with me, they're like,
do you know what it is, bro? I think perception in general, like I've had people come up to me and say, yo, bro, like, is it weird that I know bare about you and your life experiences and you don't even know my name? And I'm just like, first of all, why are you even saying that like that? And second of all, like, what do you want me to say to that? Like, I'm bare confused right now.
Video that went viral, where I spoke about handling my business in McDonald's toilet,
Yeah, I'm listening, but I'm just checking something.
Yeah.
Of course.
I shared that story. I didn't give a shit. But some girl came up to me at the Shits and Gigs after party and was like,
"Can I say though, bro? Sorry, that was a bit mad."
No, I know it was
I'm
mad,
not gonna lie,
but I said it as it was mad. I didn't say it like it was normal. That's never happened since. That was just a mad moment in my life. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't feel any way sharing it because I've shared it amongst all my brethren. My family knows, so it wasn't a big deal. Plus, I know people who have done worse.
Of course.
They just don't want to share.
I think we all do.
Do you know what I mean? But I shared it, cool. So then one girl came up to me. She was like, don't you think it's disgusting that you shared your story? I said, it was a disgusting story, yes, but
sharing.
I didn't tell you to listen. No, I didn't tell you to listen.
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, but I listened to your podcast. I was like, okay, I apologize. And then she was like, so why did you share it? I said, because I wanted to. She was like, I didn't ask you to.
Oh, you said that to her, yeah?
That's what, I said that to her. I didn't ask you to. She's like, yeah, but why would you? I'm like, listen, babes, what do you want from me? I shared the story, like, allow me, man. And she's like, no, I'm not getting onto you. I'm like, no, you are. Just get it off your chest. What is it? But in my mind, I'm like, why are you so bothered? Why are you so concerned? Like, she was on, but when I say she was on to me, and also because I was being polite, I was letting her do it. But in my mind, I'm like, where is this going?
Yeah. Like, who on earth do you think you are right now?
I didn't say anything about you. Why are you so passionate about this? Then her brethren comes over and says something stupid like, oh, she used to like you, but since that video, now she looks at you a bit funny. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to lose sleep over this.
Do you know what I mean? It's like the girls that come up to me and say, oh, if you didn't have a daughter, I'd love you. What am I supposed to say to that?
Like, where in your thought process do you think that's okay to say that to
It's
someone?
the same thing like, when the guy came up to you, he said, I know so much about you.
Yeah.
And you don't know nothing about me.
Yeah, you don't even know my name. I was
sound like a weirdo, big man.
What is this, bro? This is very weird. Well, bro, look, we had I wanted to talk about Top Boy and stuff as well, but trust me. But you know what? Oh man.
Did you have time?
No, we're good for time, but it's just like there were segments and stuff as well. But you know what? What time is it now? Actually, let me just check. Yeah. All right, cool.
Well, have you seen Top Boy?
That's why I wanted to speak to you about it. Have you finished it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? It's 9:21. Let's speak about it for like 5 or so minutes, bro. Go on. All right. Do you want to start or shall I start?
No, you start.
And bro, I'm disappointed, man.
Okay.
I'm disappointed. I'll be real.
But do you understand that sometimes maybe money gets put in other places in order to continue a show? Because for me, it just felt like season 2.
Yeah.
The wrap up. So I took it as that, as opposed to a new season.
No, but bro, like, okay, cool. All right, it's gonna get. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dive deep now. I hear you, bro. But there were so many things that just didn't really make sense.
Okay, but what I'm saying is,
or like
what? Give me an example.
Okay, like for example, the shooting scene in the old people's home, or like the Irish guy who was the Irish people that were there for like one or two episodes. Like there was no they didn't dive deep enough into it. Or like for example,
let me give you an example.
Let me just say one more, like just so you get context, right? Like for example. When Jack, even if I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it for you. So
spoiler alert.
If you haven't watched Top Boy yet, but by the time this is out in a week or so, like
they should have.
Yeah. But if you haven't, you can skip past this. When Jack stole the food from Sully because her sister OD'd and Mandy made her feel bad or whatever. It's like, brother, like in real life, like this just.
All right, cool. So my perspective is
they had people taking drugs isn't gonna stop because you stole from your boss.
But again, it's her conscience though. So with the
but
budget,
I got why she done it though.
Yeah, with the budget from season 2, they were able to go Morocco, Spain, and is it Jamaica? Because Deshane was in Jamaica.
I think season 1 he started off in Jamaica.
No, but I'm saying season 2 they were able to show us that.
Okay.
Whereas season 3 everything was location based. Okay. So the budget was definitely smaller.
Oh, that's what you mean by budget. All right.
I'm saying the budget was definitely smaller, so they had to work with what they could, innit? And because they're not doing another season, they don't have time to leave stories open.
That's true, though. I have to be fair.
So let's just rush everyone's story and make it believable with the budget we have. I'm not even saying Asher D, Kano, the actual actors were happy with what they did with Top Boy. I'm not even saying that. Maybe they have to say that.
Yeah.
Because remember they poured in their heart and soul from season. I'm talking about Summer House.
Yeah. Back
to now. So that's 4 seasons. For it to end like that, they can't be happy with it either. But they've got to do something. They can't leave it open.
That's true.
So I'm not mad at them. Writing wise, I saw the white man who wrote it. I'm like,
a white man wrote it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he would have had influence from people.
What about all the Twitter jokes with all like the extra use of slang and like keep on saying wagwan, keep on saying say nothing, love.
You got to think about who's writing it.
No, but that's my point. He's
the writer.
Does that not solidify the point of it being most people being disappointed?
No, that's fine. But I'm saying if the writer is someone who is giving us his perspective of what the ends is, but he didn't grow up in the ends.
Yeah.
It's not going to be authentic, bro. Yeah, there's only so much Ashley and there's only so much these men can do. Like
that's true.
Yeah,
they're just working a job.
So I'm taking this into consideration when I'm watching.
But forget that for 1 second. Let's put that to the side. Did you enjoy the last season?
I enjoyed how within the restrictions that they had. how they wrapped it up. Yes, I do.
So you didn't mind the cliffhanger end. You didn't mind when Jamie's
there's
little
only
brother
said,
"You're not worth it."
He wasn't built for it. So I knew that was going to happen. We've all been on the ends where a man gets angry that he's been violated. Thinks he's going to do the mad thing. And when it's time to do the mad thing, he's not on it.
Yeah.
We've had that happen. So that's a believable story.
I mean, I'll be real, bro. I'm from Watford, so I can't relate to this.
No, but I'm just saying, like...
let me not even act like I'm from some rough estate or something.
But do you know what I mean? Like, I'm from a rough estate. Yeah. I've seen that happen many a time. I was probably that dude one day.
Yeah.
You're not on it.
Yeah.
The dreams he would have had would have been a whole other season.
That's true. Yeah.
So let's just wrap it up. He didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
The fact that they left it open, you got to think about all of the people Sully has violated.
Yeah, that's...
My man's list is long, brother.
Long. So his op list is long.
Exactly. So that makes sense. Just leave it open.
Yeah.
Obviously, the whole zooming in on that picture to see who it is, I think that was a mistake.
Zooming into the picture, what?
Like, people think it's Kieran's mum because it looks like the woman was wearing a gold hat. And then
when
they zoomed into the.
when after he got shot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, I mean, all of that stuff is all. I don't know.
Before we move on, who do you think shot him?
Brother, do you see that scene where he had man?
Oh yeah, the Simon.
Brother,
yeah.
Nah, that's a big violation, bro.
Yeah.
That's the only person I can think of.
But then again, I'm leaning more towards it being Jack.
Why?
Because she was genuinely scared that he's about to kill her after she stole from him.
Yeah, but she knows what he's on.
No, that's the point, innit?
Yeah, so why go back to him?
No, because if she can kill him before he gets a chance to kill her, then she ain't got to worry now.
But he gave her a pass.
Bro, he said no pass.
No. He gave her a pass. She didn't understand. She didn't take. Basically.
No. He gave her a pass, but then she
violated.
But when she got rushed by Deshane, then he was just like, "This is why you didn't get a pass." I swear he said something like that.
Yeah, because she texted Deshane. How did Deshane know she was going to be there?
No. But that's what I'm trying to say. So he was going to kill her then.
No, yeah, at that moment, but
unless I've misunderstood the whole thing.
No. At that moment, yeah, but I don't think she's motivated enough to go kill him after that. She knew that was going to happen because she violated anyway.
She knew what was going to happen.
That Sully was going to be on her.
Okay.
Yeah, she accepted it at that point in my mind. So it's like, I'm going to go back and give him the food. Cool.
Yeah.
Got robbed by Deshane. I don't think that incident is enough for her to go pick up a gun and go shoot my man, is what I'm saying.
No, but wasn't the whole... maybe my point isn't landing clearly. What I'm trying to say is, after she walks into the community hall thing, wherever they're all gathered, and obviously he's vexed, Sully's vexed, and he's like, where's the bags? What happened? And she says, Deshane just jumped me, he rushed me, whatever it is. And then he says something about, this is why you didn't get a pass, or this is what I meant about the pass. So this is just my perception and my interpretation. What I got from that was, all right, cool. I gave you somewhat of a chance, and you've given me another L. So now I'm definitely going to finish you off.
Yeah, but the L is what I'm saying is, it wasn't accidental. The L was, even though he gave her a pass and just said, bring back my food. Yeah.
Okay.
She texted Deshane.
No, but did he say that though?
Yeah, basically.
Did he give her the pass?
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. If I say to you now that you violated me, bro.
Sorry. Because my understanding is, when they met in the caf before she decided to give the food back, my understanding was that he's basically saying to her like,
don't fuck up again.
Oh, is that what he was saying?
Basically, don't fuck up again.
Oh,
you know what I'm on. Don't fuck up again.
Okay.
Just bring back my food, and I might allow you. I might consider it, but either way, you got to give him that option. My point is, when she returned the food to Deshane, she didn't give him that option. He now has to go fight for his food. He's like, this is what I'm saying. If you just brought the food back, but what I'm saying is, Deshane didn't know about that move until she told him. That's the past that's been revoked. Why are you telling Deshane, just bring me back the food? I will sort out Deshane.
So I think personally, from what I saw before we move on to our next segment, even though I've been saying that for like 2 hours now, is ultimately the ending episode, or this ending season, I should say, kind of showed me a few things. Number one, that ultimately there isn't going to be a top boy. There's just going to be a top boy that has a run. And number two is like, you know when what's her name, Deshane's girl, Shelly, when he was like, like I love you too, but you love money and power, and I'm second. And it just really puts that into perspective that obviously I'm not going to sit here and stunt. I don't come from that life. I don't have friends, thankfully, that aren't involved in that stuff either. So I can only just imagine the anxiety, the stress, the PTSD, like how A to B, how hand to mouth these lot are actually like living in real life. You know what I'm trying to say? On
Free Shots, you heard me say that I think Top Boy is a love story, but I haven't actually explained why. I think
maybe in passing, it doesn't ring any bells.
I've said it's a love story. I got it from season 2, and I think people think I'm gonna say love between two people.
Okay.
No, them man, there's love for the roads, bro.
Yeah,
they are in love with the road. Like the reason why Sully is one of my favorite characters is you see, if you pay attention, you see him thinking about it.
Yeah. Like,
I want to give you a pass, but nah, roads. Yeah. There's no way.
Yeah.
If you're able to do this,
even what you done to Kieran.
Yeah. If you're able to do this, you're able to do that. And for me, you're a cancer. I gotta get rid of you. Yeah. That's why the last scene. I'm not gonna say what scene, but when people watch it, that's why that scene was so sick, because it wasn't his intention to kill him.
Oh, when he shot Deshane.
Yeah, it wasn't his intention. I wasn't gonna say it, but But that wasn't his intention. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, if you ain't watched it now, then I'm sorry, innit? Like, I'm sorry.
But yeah, that wasn't his intention. And if you think about going back to like
edit that out.
going back to like the ends and stuff, when you hear about like these youngers stabbing each other and all that stuff, a lot of them, their intention isn't to kill. They just end up bleeding out and then they die.
Yeah.
Some people go home and find out that the person's dead. That wasn't their intention at the time, which is it's sad.
Nah, I feel you.
But it's just one of them things that it's a reality that we have to face.
But overall, I am very proud of Top Boy as a show. I think it really done a lot for the UK culture, I would say. Even though a lot of overseas people, Americans and Canadians, they still take the piss because of the accent or the slang.
But we do the same to them.
100%. No, it's cool. I'm
just
saying
out. We just sound different.
But overall, I do feel like it's one of them proud moments, and it's almost as if, like, I don't know, like someone in the music scene, like when Skepta started doing his, like, whether it was pre-blacklisted or when he went solo again and he done his thing, or like when Stormzy was on his come up. It's like
a milestone for the culture.
These like monumental moments. Like Top Boy is one of them shows, one of them programs that like we all could easily watch again and not get bored of. Do you know what's
interesting about Top Boy that I find bittersweet?
Go on, bro.
That is legit people's reality. But people think it's exaggerated because of where they're from. But I'm telling you, bro,
it's very interesting, bro.
That's some people's reality. Everything that's happening in Top Boy is exactly what's going on in the ends.
Yeah.
Nothing's, even now, it's not changed. But because maybe you don't go down that road no more, or you've decided to go this route, or you've moved out the ends, or you've made more money, so you live somewhere. But there's still places where it's happening. Fully. Like, for Top Boy, this is exactly what's going on. Whereas for you, it's like, that might be back in the day. And also, the reason why it's actually sick that Drake kind of got involved and made it an American and Canadian thing is, again, for them, it's the same thing. I watched the Swedish version of Top Boy.
What's it called?
It's called Snabbercash. The thing's wavy, bro. The way these Somalis are on smoke, brother, the show's cold. And it's just like Top Boy.
You know about it?
No, I know about it, but I haven't watched it.
Okay, see? It's just like Top Boy, but over there. Everyone's got their version of Top Boy in there, and Chucky's got a documentary where he...
Oh, the Poland one.
There's a Poland one, but have you seen the Italian one? Like their version of Central C.
Oh, yeah.
I think his name's... I can't remember his name. I don't want to get it wrong in it. I think his name is Rondo, something like that.
Rings a bell from a couple of years ago, yeah?
The guy's on smoke, bro.
Yeah?
He's in Italy or France or something. Like, they're doing their thing over there. And they're wearing Trapstar. And wearing Ben. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's exactly the same, bro. They're flying colours.
Yeah.
Like, all these different areas have their version of Top Boy.
I suppose, like, wherever you go, especially major cities, you're always going to find
that type of vibe. So, for them to take the risk of putting it on Netflix and... Like, we got to salute Drake for actually getting involved and bringing it back.
I think,
you know what I mean?
as much as Drake gets that whole Culture Vulture label, I personally, not only being a massive Drake fan, like, I believe Drake has done a lot of great stuff for the UK in general. Like, whether that's just showing the UK love as a country, but like, for example, I was watching the Giggs interview today with the one he did with the Rap Radar duo, Elliot and forgot the other guy's name. You know the duo.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
And obviously Giggs was even, they even spoke to Giggs about, tell us about how the Drake stuff happened. He was like, bro, he just hit man on the DM and just sent the stuff, like, and it just happened. And it just goes to show that, like, I remember a couple of years ago, and Wiley was getting on to everyone about Culture Vulture and stuff. Wiley, if you're watching, you're the next guest, yeah. But it just goes to show that at the end of the day, Drake genuinely, in my opinion, it's like one of them things where whatever he does touch, it just turns into gold, in my opinion.
Oh, he's got power, bro.
Yeah, he's got a lot of influence.
He's had an amazing run,
fantastic run,
and he's not showing signs of slowing down. And it just so happens that anything that he does get himself involved in, he's got a cult following that are willing to support him and do his thing. So until if he just keeps like when you say to someone, keep your nose clean. Yeah. If he just keeps his nose clean and continues running, bro, he might be here forever, bro. Like, it's not a joke.
And his overall brand, I think the way he's just carried himself, especially since social media became more prominent over the past maybe like 5 to 10 years.
He's still waving.
Yeah, he's. I'm trying to say he's still done his thing. Yeah, but Tazer, bro, we need to move on, bro, because I don't know how long we've been speaking for, but I'm trying to say. So the segment that I really wanted to do was dissect the tweet, but we didn't have time for it today. So essentially this segment is where we speak about a tweet that went viral, and I had loads of screenshots saved here, but the one that stood out was actually from your story today about a man told me the reason he took 30 plus hours to respond, and it was because he was too busy praying for our future together. But I think we're gonna have to skip that segment and move on to a bit more of a fun one. So obviously, let me just load it up. So obviously, the conversation today, we've spoken about a lot of diverse things, some serious, some banter, some about pop culture, music, your success with Free Shots and other projects, etc. But this segment, bro, changing the whole vibe overall. It's about your general knowledge and how much you do know. And I know you've been on a few shows in the past where your general knowledge has been tested. So I call this segment, I call it Quiz Boys. Cool. With boys with a Z. I don't know if you need an explanation. Should I give you the explanation on the name of the name of the segment, Quiz Boys? So I explained it with my last guest. Shout out to Waleed, who was on last time. So I do this thing. Don't ask me where I get it from, but like, let's say I'm doing something, and I want to put it on my story. I'll add the word boys with a Z. So like, for example, let's say I'm out eating Vapianos. We're doing up Italian boys with a Z. Let's say if I'm on a plane and I'm going on vacation, we're doing up Vacation Boys. We're drinking water, Hydration Boys with a Z. You know what I'm trying to say? You're looking at me, this guy's being moist right now.
I mean, Drake probably inspired you, bro.
What? Really?
Emirati Boys when he's in Dubai.
Actually, you know what? To be fair, I don't know where I got it from. I think I must have seen someone else doing it on the gram.
Culture,
so
man.
you get me. But listen, I'm embracing it. So this segment is called Quiz Boys.
Right,
so simply in the name, Quiz Boys. Cool. You ready, bro?
Yeah.
So right now, post-edit, there's a bit of music. There's a bit of tense music. So I'm going to change the demeanor right now. Before we start, bro, what is your general knowledge like? Especially with pop culture.
It's terrible, man.
Terrible?
Yeah, it's terrible.
You strike me as someone, you know quite a bit, bro. I've listened to enough of Free Shots. You know quite a bit.
Alright, we'll see.
Yeah? Alright, cool. So, the rules are pretty simple. Let's not try to take too long for the answer. If it gets too long, I might give you like a 30-second or a 10-second countdown. Some are multiple choice. Unfortunately, there's no lifelines or no phone a friend or nothing like that.
Alright, cool.
Cool. 10 questions, by the way, yeah?
Alright.
And then like what I'll do every so often is update like a leaderboard, and then whoever wins after X amount of months get like a Nando's gift card or something like that.
Alright, cool.
Sound good, bro? Cool. Alright, question 1. Which successful rapper and hip-hop star was shot dead in Las Vegas in 1996?
Oh, too bad.
Oh, you got that quite quickly, you know? I didn't even need to put the music on post-edit. Alright, cool. You know what, I'm not gonna lie, I purposely did that one to be quite easy.
Yeah. Listen, that's how you get them in. That's how you wrote them in.
Alright, you ready for question 2? Before I answer it, would you say you're quite well travelled?
Yeah, a little bit.
No, you've travelled quite a bit, bro.
Only a little bit, man. I go to the same places often.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, cool. Well, I got a feeling you probably get this one, yeah? How many stars are on the national flag of USA? Before you answer, I'll give you a bit of a hint. Like the number correlates to something that's also within the country.
Yeah, no, I know. I still know what number. I can't remember what the number is. It's 50 something.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to figure out if it's 52 or 54. I'm gonna go with 52.
Are you locking that in?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It's incorrect, bro.
What is it?
It's 50.
Oh, 50. Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
When you said 50 and before you said 52,
I thought it was 52.
Yeah.
All right. I was close.
That's alright. That's cool. 1 out of 2, yeah? All right, question 3. So actually, before I purposely, I was doing some research on the questions, yeah? When I saw this question, this one stood out. Shall I tell you why? I'm a few weeks behind with Free Shots. So today I was listening to the episode you lot did with the Love Island people.
Yeah.
I forgot their names, excuse me, my bad. With, what is it? Yeah. Our issue is we weren't treated the same, so episode 368. And at one point in this episode, you was getting on to Marv because he said something about he was helping his goddaughter with some maths, and she's 11. So now we're gonna test your maths. You get me?
Alright, cool.
So without using a calculator, what is 30% of 546? But obviously you can round it up or down or whatever to avoid decimals.
Oh.
So 30% of 546.
That's 162. Obviously, there's a decimal, so it'll be 163.2.
Bro, you know what's mad? Wait, are you looking that in?
Wait, sorry, say the number again.
So
30%
of 546.
546.
Yeah.
Yeah. 546.
Yeah, 30%.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's 163.8.
How the hell did you get that?
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, come on, man.
Wait. Have you seen this question before?
No.
Say swear.
No, I don't know how to do percentages, bro. So how I worked it out in my head is I divided it by 10.
And then times
gives
that by
me
3.
54. Times that by 3. Then the 0.6 times by 3, 18. About 1.8. And then
No. I'm not doubting your maths.
No, I'm just saying that's how I worked it out.
But raw, because another answer that would have been acceptable would have just been 164 because it's rounded up, innit?
Oh yeah, see, I rounded down. So that's why I said 162 at first. But
Okay.
I thought you said 54.
Bro, man,
I thought you said 54.4.
Tequila tasted the maths, you know.
Come on, man. I'm good with my
Your
numbers.
daughter's got no excuse now if she's got maths homework and she needs help.
She's good, man. She just doesn't work well under pressure.
All right, so you've got now 2 out of 3, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Question number 4. You ready? How you feeling so far?
Good, man.
Yeah? I say good, man. As of April 2023, what is the most watched English language Netflix series?
Ooh.
So as of April 2023, what is the most watched English language Netflix series? So basically a show that's where they speak English, yeah. The most watched though. But listen,
is multiple choice?
No, some are gonna be.
Can't I get a clue or something?
Shall I make this one multiple choice?
Because I got one in my mind, but if you give me a clue or maybe multiple choice, then maybe I'd be correct. But
See, the thing is, I want to give you a clue with this particular answer, but I've never watched the show myself, but I know of it.
Oh.
I got a feeling. I don't think you would watch it from what I know of you.
Okay, can you give me the first letter of the show?
Yeah. Well, I can't. But
Is that giving it away?
Nah, not really.
How many letters is the word?
Okay, let me do this. I won't give you the letters of the word or what it begins with, but it's like 2 words, like word space word.
Ooh, that's throwing me off. Word.
Yeah.
Oh no, no, but it's because of the date. Okay, let me just guess. Is it Stranger Things?
Bro, yes.
Yeah.
How do you know this?
Bad Boy Show. I've seen it.
What's it about?
Monsters, bro.
Bro, you're good at this, you know. You said you weren't good at this.
I mean, I'm involved in it. I got to talk about shit on the pod, so I got to watch stuff. But I was thinking Bridgerton because it's about the Queen and it got a lot of views. But
yeah, it did.
Stranger Things.
Middle England.
Yes. I think Stranger Things beat it. So when you said 2 words,
you're doing well, you know. You're doing well. So you got 2 pack as the first one, then you got the maths one right, and now you got this one. So you've got 3 out of 4 so far. Yeah. Cool. All right. Now we're getting a bit harder, but we're gonna test your memory a tiny bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Because this actually did go viral not that long ago. Cool. Who did Forbes name the youngest? So I need my hand so I can do the quote marks. Who did Forbes name the youngest self-made billionaire ever in 2019?
Kylie Jenner.
Bro, this guy, how do you know this?
But what's going on? I pay attention to what's going on.
Bro, how do you remember this?
I just remember.
Bro, I actually thought this was gonna be hard, you know.
I pay attention to stuff, bro.
Bro, I might have to edit this whole bit out because you're actually winning.
Nah, let me win, man. This is fair square, man.
You've got
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5, yeah?
That's a good run, boy. 80%.
You know what? Doing this thing. Bro, back with the maths again, yeah? Say no more, bro. We get it, man. We get it. Alright, cool. And now this question was dead. It didn't even make sense.
Nah, don't do that.
No. Even when I was doing the research, so I purposely added another one. Alright, cool. So now we've got some multiple choice to make it a tiny bit more interesting. Alright, cool. Which of the following languages has the longest alphabet? Greek, Russian, or Arabic?
I'm just gonna guess. Greek.
That's incorrect, unfortunately.
So.
Russian.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that. I ain't seen that one nowhere.
Yeah.
How many letters?
Oh no, I didn't get that far. Yeah, it just gave me the answer. Yeah.
Bro, that's mad. It's more letters.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. I had a feeling like if I got asked that, I'd probably say Arabic, because obviously I can read Arabic because of the Quran, but I can't speak Arabic as like a everyday.
So how many letters would you say is in Arabic?
Do you know what it is? I don't know the letters by how many there are, but Arabic in general is a very difficult language because there's like 7 ways to say the same thing. There's like 10 ways to say the same thing.
I know.
Depending on the dialect and stuff. So I just, if I was getting asked that, I would have said Arabic because of how complex the language itself.
See me now. I'm gonna go home and research it. How many letters does Russian have? I mean, I'm gonna see it myself and then I'll store it. One day I might be on a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. They ask me that question.
Who knows, bro? All right, cool. So now we're making it a bit more. You know what I'm saying? A bit more mystical, a bit more magical. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which horoscope sign is a fish?
My God. Oh. Wait, my one.
It's. I can give you multiple choice.
Yeah, go on.
It's either out of Aquarius, Cancer, or Pisces.
Oh, you throw me off, man.
So which horoscope sign is a fish?
Oh my God, this is gonna. No, I'm not. Aquarius.
Are you locking that in?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
It's Pisces, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's my star sign, but fish.
Aquarius is mine, you know.
But we don't use it as we don't use a fish though, do we?
Shall I check it real quick?
Oh, that's gonna bug me, man.
Let me check it. Pisces sign. Yeah, it's a fish. Look.
See, I see this. What's a fish?
The Pisces sign.
But it's this, bro. That's why it threw me off.
Actually, to be fair, I got that as well, so I don't know why.
No, the symbol's a fish, but I ain't seen it as a fish in a long time, is what I'm saying. But it is a fish, yeah, you're right.
Peak times, bro.
No, that's fine.
Alright, cool. Moving on. We've got 3 more left, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Good, man.
Yeah? That's what I like to hear. What is the smallest city in England? Now, before you answer this one, bro, I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit of like a trick type of... Like the answer's bait, but it's not bait, if that makes sense. So it's not gonna be something that you would straight away like come to mind. It's gonna take a bit of thinking.
Yeah, but that's not gonna help though, because I don't know what city's small. What's it based on, size or population?
Alright, let's just go based on size. Like
the size of the land.
Yeah, let's just go based on that.
I don't know.
Come on, bro, you've been doing faded events all over the country. What's going on?
Yeah, but I don't know what's a small city, like in comparison. Yeah. Do you know what I would say?
Go on.
Brighton.
Are you locking that in?
Yeah, let me look in Brighton.
That's incorrect.
What is it?
But you're gonna be pissed off with the answer.
Go
You're
on.
actually gonna be genuinely vexed. The answer is the City of London. Because apparently it's located within Greater London and it covers just 1.2 square miles.
So what's the city of London?
You know, like earlier we was talking about like inside central.
No, what area? Yeah, what area? Oh, that area is the city of London.
You know what they refer to as the City of London?
Yeah.
Like that in itself apparently
city.
is its own city. Something to do with a banking system. I saw another clip about this
What?
a month ago.
Swear?
Yeah.
Well, I would have never known that. Then. Yeah.
Yeah, no, have you heard this before? Yeah, it's
No, I know it's got its own police because it's city police.
Yeah, it's a separate city technically. Yeah,
So we're just living around it.
basically. Yeah, but bro, 1.2. What did it say? 1.2 square miles. That's
It's a violation.
what I'm trying to say. That's why I said you're gonna be vexed.
That's what we used to do raves. That I was talking about that area.
Yeah?
The red police. When they come out, it's straight guns. You know.
Swear? Man.
You get pulled over by city police, it's long, bro. What? That's why they take it so seriously. It makes sense now. It's their city.
Yeah.
So what is London?
I think it's something to do. I saw a clip once years ago where 2 bankers were having like some talk about the economy or something, and it was something to do with like because it's a separate entity. Like it's like a way where loads of bankers can like make holding companies and like like shareholders and like they can do like a lot of like clever stuff through that way. You know how a lot of people have like offshore accounts and stuff. It's something to do with that side of things, if I'm not mistaken.
That's why the postcode is EC.
Yeah.
WC.
Yeah, a lot of the postcodes begin with E. Yeah.
Now E is just east.
Yeah. No, as in like EC and then
Yeah,
whatever
EC.
is what I mean.
There's
yeah.
WC.
Yeah.
There's no NC and there's no SC because it doesn't go across the river.
Yeah, it's only 1.2 miles squared. 1.2 square miles, sorry.
You learn something new every day.
Trust me, bro. Cool, man. So we've got 2 more, about to say 2 more episodes. 2 more questions left.
What am I on then? 5 out of 8.
So you got the, which one did you get right? So you got the Kylie Jenner one right, Stranger Things right, the Mass one right, and the Tupac one right. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 out of 8.
4.
4, yeah. Which one else? Which other one did
I
you
got the
get right?
second one wrong.
So you got the USA one wrong.
Yeah.
And oh wait, one second. You got the Tupac one right.
Yeah.
The Maths one right. Stranger Things, Kylie Jenner, and
Oh, that's it.
yeah.
Yeah, I got the Pikes one. Yeah.
So you've got 4 right now, yeah.
So I'm halfway.
Cool. All right. Next question, my bro.
It's getting strong, man.
Who played Rachel Zane on the legal drama Suits?
Oh, brother, you gotta make this a lot harder. Meghan Markle.
Bro,
I've watched Suits. What am I gonna say,
this
bro?
guy,
It's just
how much Netflix have you watched, bro?
everything that's good.
No.
Man said no, but I'm
Brother.
a serial binge watcher, bro.
Say swear like that.
Oh, man.
Like,
I watched
know,
Top Boy in one day.
bro.
I watched Stranger Things in one day.
Bit jobless. I'm not gonna.
It's jobless. It is.
I'm joking.
I'm jobless. Weekends is when I work. Midweek, I'm either going in the gym. Like, I'm going home now to watch a series.
I rate the honesty.
But I'm going home now after this recorded to watch a series.
Nah, but that's fine.
I'm saying that's all I do in my day, and
Yeah.
I might start it and finish it tomorrow.
Wait. You binge watch all the time?
Yes, it's not. I don't dedicate a time. If I start something, episode 1 is good, I might fall asleep. And I'm
What
on
about all your
episode
work
8.
commitments and your events and stuff?
Yeah, I do that too.
Well, how you fitting all that in with your other priorities, gym, your
Brother, I'm here, aren't I?
bro, that's a lot of Netflix.
I'm telling you.
No, bro, that's a lot of Netflix.
Bro, I'm telling you the truth, bro. I'm here, aren't
Do
I?
you know what it is? That's made me realize I need to actually prioritize watching stuff as well.
I could be doing more.
Because that's what more.
No, I mean, as in
Bro.
like I could cut down what I'm watching and be doing more with myself.
Oh, okay, no, but
Do you know
bro,
what I mean?
with me it's the opposite. I think I need to make more time to just chill out a bit because I find it hard to switch off, man. I find it hard to zone out.
nah. I switch
Yeah.
off a lot, man, because it allows me. It gives you that sense of tranquility when you go out into this. But you
Yeah.
see this industry sometimes. It's
Yeah.
a mess, you know.
But then again, I have a 9 to 5 in a different world.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna.
So because this is what you do full time, so I think and your schedule will be whenever you want it to be. So
that
it
makes sense.
allows, you know.
But I've allowed it to become.
No,
my,
but you know, next time I'm definitely not gonna give you a
easy one.
Well, I didn't think it was easy.
Alright, well, let's
to
hear the
be
last
fair.
question. I might not end strong. Let's hear the last question.
You know what? I'll give up hope now. So you got 5 now, yeah?
Yeah, 5 out of 9.
5 out of 9. Okay, last one. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. What is the city with the most diversity in terms of language
What in the world?
in the world? Yeah.
This man. I'm not gonna get this. It's gotta
Most
be-
diverse city.
What's the most diversity in the world?
If I'm not mistaken, I think you've been there fairly recently. If that helps.
Nah, allow me, man. No, I haven't.
So let me say the question again. What is the city with the most diversity in terms of language?
I was gonna say London.
Bro, I literally just gave you like a massive hint.
You said I've been there recently. I've been to
Or,
America.
or like, when I say recently, I don't mean like last week. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen you there in the past.
Dubai, Cancun, Marrakesh, Stockholm are the places I've been to recently.
Okay, then it's not recently then.
So where is it?
We're locking your answer.
I blocked my
first.
answer.
Bro,
I
you
said-
can
I
do
said
better
Lo-
than
no.
London, bro, man. Come on.
Brother, it's either gonna be London, it's gonna be New York, LA.
You know what? We gotta be on a time scale.
So where is it?
So you're locking in London, yeah?
Yeah.
That's incorrect.
What's the correct answer?
Bro, it's New York.
Why would it be New York though?
Broski. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying. No, you gotta research these things. You can't just tell
Wait,
me
wait,
the
wait.
answer is New York, bro.
Wait. I'm just relaying the question and the answer, bro.
Nah. This is why.
Man said why?
Yeah, no, but who told you it's New
Man
York?
said, bro, Concrete Jungle, Wet Dreams Tomatoes and that. You get me? Please tell me you know that reference.
No, I
You
don't.
Ah, bro, man, what's going on? I don't know why, bro.
Alright, cool.
It's a global city, so it was always bound to be a global city like London. Or
Yeah, like what's the right term? Metropolitan. Is that the right
Okay,
term?
so it says as many as 800 languages are spoken in New York, making it the most linguistically diverse
That
city in the
said
world.
800.
800 languages. See what
But
I'm
then
saying?
again, if you really deep it, you've got a lot of Latinos there.
Yeah, but
obviously.
800 languages, bro.
But that's actually crazy, bro. That's actually mental.
Let me see London, just to compare.
Yeah, of course, go on. This is interesting to know.
How many languages are spoken in London? 250. Right, New York must be mad, brother. Do you know what that means if you have 800 languages? Do you know how many different people you have?
Go on.
No, I'm just saying. You got how many?
Well, 800 languages, so that's essentially 800 different communities.
It's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like 800 different nationalities.
And London's 250.
But look at the size of it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That obviously in comparison to the.
No, it wouldn't be 800. How many countries are there? There can't be 800 different countries.
No. As in 800 different, not necessarily countries. So what I mean is like ethnic backgrounds or like dialects, if that makes sense.
That is a lot.
Yeah. How many countries are there in the world? 100 and something, right?
I don't know.
That should have been another question.
That's a good question.
So Tazer Black, you finished with 5 out of 10.
That's all right. I'll take that.
If I'm not mistaken, I think my previous guest got 4 out of 10. So right now,
number 1.
You know what I'm trying to say? Shout out N-Dubs, number 1.
But there was a lot of questions I could have got.
Yeah.
So.
But the films and the show stuff, I didn't expect your knowledge to be that on point.
I can't lie to you. Your research was very.
Yeah.
To mention what the shows you mentioned.
Yeah.
You didn't go deep with the research.
Did I not?
No. It was very surface level.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Do you know why? I assumed that a lot of the answers, like for example, the Kylie Jenner one, because obviously Kardashians, their content is mainly like women, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah, but she's married to Kanye.
Kylie.
No, but I'm saying that family.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah. I guess.
So,
and he changed a lot for that. Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? Maybe that's why I know a lot about the Kardashians.
Well, you got, was it 5 out of 10?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got 0, so I need to, do better. But listen, bro, before we close off today's episode, I like to change up the vibe again and make it from banter to a bit more serious. So obviously, this was actually inspired, this segment, by Madam Joyce from Cocktails and Takeaways. Big up Madam Joyce. Essentially about word of the week, even though I don't do this every week, but that's another conversation for another day. It's cool. Hopefully one day we get to the stage where the podcast is on a weekly basis. I like to pick a word that I feel represents the guest, the guest's journey, who the guest is as a person. We spoke earlier today a lot about, the podcasting world, the things you've done with events, selling out Royal Albert Hall. Unfortunately, we didn't go into the details about Spotify and the deal that you guys obviously signed with them for a couple of years, which is obviously a fantastic milestone as well for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the word of the week for you, Mr. Tequila Taze, is trailblazer. When I say the term trailblazer, when I say the word trailblazer to you, bro, what comes to mind, man? I before you answer and before we close off the episode, I look at what you guys have done, but specifically yourself, what you've done with not just Free Shots, bro, just your brand. Your hands are in so many different pies, and all praise to God, bro. It seems as if all those projects are doing, relatively well in their respected field. Chat to me, bro. When I say trailblazer, what comes to mind, man? How do you feel about that?
Someone who's basically, I guess, at the forefront of a lot of things that I guess the culture happened to heavily invest in once I guess I've started. Do you know what I mean? So trailblazer in the sense that I started and then it becomes a movement and then everyone joins, this kind of thing. But that's basically what I take from it. And thank you for that. The reason why it's an interesting one is because for me, it starts from a place of just wanting to have a good time. That's where it is more buried in. So a lot of things that I'm involved in is because me personally, when looking at myself, was this something that I'll enjoy? Yeah. I'm only really want to get involved in stuff that I know I'm going to enjoy. The hardship that comes with it, the good stuff, the hitting the milestones, setting myself targets and all that stuff. Because remember, all of these things started off as a target, and we just worked towards it. So obviously we give thanks to God that I'm putting the right things in place or making the right moves in order to achieve these things. And hopefully I'll continue to do so for another 12, 13, 14, however long.
Now, God willingly, bro. God willingly. Now, thank you so much again for coming on, bro.
Thank you for having me,
the conversation definitely went left and then right again. And then we did a 3-point turn and done a U-turn again. But no, it was a great conversation. Chat to me, bro. Like, have you got any projects coming up? Anything you want the people to keep an eye out on? Is there something, exciting that's coming up that we should keep an eye out for?
Yeah, I think right now what's really tickling everyone's fancy in regards to stuff that I'm doing is the R&B and Slow Jams night that I do with Chucky.
And that's all across the UK?
Yeah, all across the UK.
Okay.
I text you. Remember I told you September right now is peak for me. But
yeah.
it is what it is. I prayed for days like this. You know what I mean? So go on the website slow-jams.co.uk. Check out our dates. We've currently toured done a show, should I say, in Bristol, Cardiff, Newcastle, Leeds, Manny, Birmingham, London, and we plan to do Dublin, Newcastle, Brighton, maybe Nottingham, and then a couple of European dates.
These take place monthly or weekly, or just whenever you got availability?
Whenever we get availability.
Fair
but
enough,
like the big cities, we've been going frequently. So I'd say the top 3 for us right now is Manny, London, and Birmingham.
Of course. Now I love that, bro. Well, listen, bro. Thank you again. What I'm about to say, I genuinely say it from the bottom of my heart. Like, don't be a stranger, bro. Like, I don't want this to be like a one-off thing where we just collab for one link up. You know what I'm trying to say? Stay in touch. Hopefully, we'll have you on again. I'm a firm believer. Obviously, I've got my brethren in the room as well right now, and obviously, we've got the audience watching me right now. I'm a firm believer in speaking things into existence. Me being a Free Shots supporter, I'd love to be on Free Shots one day. Fingers crossed. No, I'm not going to be that guy to put pressure and burden on you.
Like I said, when the time's right, we'll make it happen. Like
no pressure. Even if it doesn't happen,
you gotta remember,
I'm always supporting, bro. I'm always supporting.
You got to remember, like you said to your listeners, you met me in December.
Yeah.
We've made this happen. 9
months later. 10 months later.
It's happened. You know, I'm on a busy time. I'm on a busy schedule. But I'm saying one day it will happen. You just keep doing your thing.
100%, bro. 100%.
Keep leveling up. And then, one day we'll cross paths.
Definitely,
and make it happen,
bro. I'm sure we'll make it happen, bro.
But on my quiz, you're getting all the questions wrong, though.
All right, I'm going to come prepared. I'm going to do some research.
We'll see.
The last thing I want to ask you, bro, is just... We like to get the comment section engaging a bit. Have you got like a favorite emoji or something that people can drop in the comment section right now to let us know they've been watching?
Yeah,
we should have already done this at the beginning, but let's see who's watched right to the end.
All right, cool. If you've reached the end of the podcast, first of all, follow me on Instagram, Tazer Black.
Don't worry, I'm going to put all your socials in front of you right now.
Okay, but sometimes it's good to say.
Yeah.
Next, make sure you share this with a friend. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like as well.
Come on.
And I want you to drop the lightning emoji on a Harry Potter thing. Lightning emoji. So if you reach the end of the episode and you like it,
bro, thank you so much.
Lightning emoji.
Hopefully see you soon,
having me, bro.
Love.